There is heartache in Brooklyn after a one-year-old baby is shot and killed while sitting in his stroller.
CBS 2's Kevin Rincon is live in Bed-Stuy with more on what's being done to support the grieving family and calls to stop these really horrible crimes. Kevin.
And Dick, the community really came together, police, community leaders, as well as elected officials. They came out here to grieve with this family. And as you can see, this is still an active crime scene, as there are some police officers still going through the remnants of this cookout from last night, as a family is now left in mourning. DeVell Gardner was just a baby, a one-year-old in a stroller across the street from his home, in front of a playground with his family at a cookout. He was one of 4 people shot. Gardner died at the hospital. Hours later, dozens of people rallied here at the scene, calling for an end to gun violence.
You ain't no gangster, you a punk.
Right.
You a punk with a gun that you think is gonna make you a man. And it ain't.
Advocates showed up, people who've dealt with the loss of young loved ones, mothers who themselves know what it's like to go through something like this.
She doesn't get to eat because I know when you bury a child or you lose a child, you can't even eat because you feel guilty.
Parents who haven't suffered loss like this were also here to make sure it doesn't happen again.
This whole block should be out here because everyone knows who's doing what. They need to knock on those doors and say, listen, if you don't do something about it, we are.
The family lives in a shelter on Chester Street in Bed-Stuy. Throughout the day, they sat out in front grieving, hurt, still trying to process what happened. At City Hall, Mayor de Blasio called this a tragedy.
You can never look away from something like this and be numb to it, because it just goes against everything we believe as New Yorkers. We can't let this happen in our city.
Back here at the scene, public advocate Jumaane Williams, who's called for changes within the NYPD, says the recent surge in violence has nothing to do with police funding.
Everything that was wrong in these communities has been worse since the pandemic. Why did we think the gun violence issue wouldn't be part of that?
And Jumaane Williams, as well as many others who came out here, said this needs to be a community along with police effort. And as you can see, the NYPD Crime Stoppers offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Kevin Rincon, CBS 2 News.
All right, Kevin, thanks very much.